In the late hours of February 14th, 2024, a popular rapper and his pregnant wife would be shot dead in an apparent act of revenge. February 14th, Valentine's Day, a time when couples celebrate their love and share dreams of a future together. For 20-year-olds Angelia Webster and Christian Norris, it was supposed to be just another step in their journey to parenthood. Little did they know that evening would be the last time they were seen alive. The young couple left their home for what was meant to be a romantic evening, but it turned into an agonizing nightmare. They disappeared without a trace, never to be seen alive again. It wasn't until 2 days later, at around 3:50 p.m., that detectives would find the white Ford Taurus the couple had been driving, parked on the street. But they were about to make a grim discovery. Inside the car were the lifeless bodies of Angelia and Christian, both shot multiple times. What followed was a chilling series of revelations, and no one could have predicted just how far a revenge plot would go.
Hey!
I put on the shelf now, how about a coupe?
Yo, I would have black out the store. Hey!
Nigga playing this bitch. I'll beat his ass
in front of his hole.
20-year-old Angelia Webster and 20-year-old Christian Norris's relationship was built on a deep bond of love and shared aspirations. Angelia, a 2022 graduate of John Carroll Catholic High School, and Christian had been together for more than a year, sharing a love that went beyond the surface. They were more than just a couple. They were best friends and true partners in every sense of the word. Their love wasn't confined to private moments. They were active on social media, constantly posting videos and pictures that captured their joy and connection. Their followers could always count on them to share snippets of their lives, from the excitement of preparing for their unborn child to the everyday moments that made their relationship so special. From the beginning, they were inseparable. Despite their young age, their bond felt mature beyond their years. They supported each other through life's challenges and celebrated every victory together, no matter how small. Christian was Angelia's rock, the one who could always make her laugh, lift her spirits, and remind her of her strength. He often talked about his dreams of becoming a successful rapper, but always with the understanding that his top priority was providing for their family. Angelia, in turn, was his biggest supporter. She believed in his music and encouraged him to chase his dreams. But their greatest dream was the one they were about to fulfill together: the arrival of their baby. They couldn't wait to become parents, to create a life together, and to build a future for their little one. They had already started planning for parenthood. One of the most exciting events ahead was their Disney-inspired baby shower, scheduled for April 6th. It would be the moment friends and family learned whether their baby would be a Moana or a Maui. The couple had embraced the playful theme, adding a touch of magic to their anticipation of the new life they were about to welcome. Christian had even chosen a very special name for their baby, one that held deep meaning for both of them. He picked the name 7, inspired by the Bible. For Christian, the number 7 represented completion, the idea that their family would finally be whole with their child's arrival. Their excitement for the future was endless. The baby shower and their plans for parenthood were filled with love, joy, and anticipation. Christian often talked about how he couldn't wait to teach his child about the world, to share his love for music, and to be a hands-on dad. Angelia couldn't wait to hold their baby in her arms. Everything felt perfect. Sadly, they would never live to see that day. On February 14th, 2024, Angelia and Christian embarked on what should have been a simple movie night. The couple was last seen leaving their home on the 1,500 block of 20th Place in Ensley, Birmingham, Alabama, around 5 p.m., excited for their date and the future they were building. Angelia wore black and white pants, a black shirt decorated with a skeleton and flowers, and pink beads in her hair. Christian wore army green shoes and a black sweater. They had no idea this would be the last time they were seen alive. As the night went on and they didn't return home, their families grew increasingly concerned. The next morning, Thursday, February 15, Angelia's mother, Tamisha Sistrunk, woke up, showered, and began preparing for a doctor's appointment. When she went to her daughter's room, she was shocked to find that Angelia hadn't come home. Both their phones went straight to voicemail. This was completely out of character. Angelia and Christian were always in touch. When they didn't respond to calls or messages, panic set in. By the next morning, family members filed a missing persons report, and the Birmingham Police Department quickly launched an investigation. Social media campaigns and community outreach efforts spread the word in hopes that someone might have seen them. Days passed. The agony grew unbearable. Then on February 16th, 2024, just 2 days after they disappeared,
Birmingham police searching for a missing couple who were last seen on Valentine's Day.
All right, take a good look at these pictures there on your screen. Police say that Christian Norris and his girlfriend Angelia Webster were last seen around 20th Place Ensley in a white Ford Taurus.
Came the worst news imaginable. At around 3:50 p.m., detectives made a grim discovery in the 4100 block of 10th Avenue, just a few miles from where the couple had last been seen. Their white Ford Taurus was found parked on the street. Inside were their lifeless bodies. Both had been fatally shot. The news sent shockwaves through the community. The young couple, once filled with dreams of love, family, and a bright future, were gone. Authorities began piecing together what had happened. It appeared their disappearance was connected to a larger pattern of violence, though details were still unclear. With multiple gunshot wounds on both victims, police questioned whether they had been ambushed or caught in an argument that escalated into deadly violence. Detectives worked tirelessly, reviewing surveillance footage, interviewing witnesses, and urging the public to come forward with any information. A reward was offered for tips leading to an arrest. Soon, investigators uncovered information suggesting a possible connection between the killings and rising tensions in the community. A nearby surveillance camera provided a key clue. The footage showed Angelia and Christian's white Ford Taurus parked a few blocks from where they were last seen. It appeared they had been ambushed or followed before the fatal confrontation. Another camera across town captured a dark-colored sedan parked in the area for several hours. The same vehicle was seen leaving the scene shortly after the gunfire. Investigators traced the car to a suspect with known gang affiliations. A discovery that deepened the mystery. Were Angelia and Christian targeted, or were they collateral damage in a gang dispute? The connection to gang activity raised urgent concerns. Family members were devastated, yet determined to seek justice. The community united in grief and outrage, demanding answers. Officer Truman Fitzgerald urged the public to speak up. If we don't bring these people to justice, there will be retaliation. We owe it to the public to stop the bloodshed now. He encouraged anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers, promising complete anonymity. Friday, we lost 6 people. 7 if you count Angelia's baby, Fitzgerald said. That's 7 lives gone in one city. Angelia's mother, Tamisha, was heartbroken. Sitting in her daughter's room, she struggled to comprehend the loss. Still, she found strength in her grief, vowing to fight for justice and keep her daughter's name alive. Christian's cousin, Sharita Wilson Clark, channeled her own grief into action. Determined to stop the cycle of gun violence, she founded Refreshing Our Community, ROCK, a program focused on teaching conflict resolution in schools. Until we step up and say something, these murders will continue, she said. If no one is caught, what's to stop the next one? As the investigation continued, community members held vigils, balloon releases, and rallies to honor Angelia, Christian, and their unborn child. Their families vowed never to stop seeking justice. As of now, no arrests have been made in the case. Law enforcement continues to investigate, while the families plead for anyone with information to come forward. The tragedy of Angelia Webster and Christian Norris serves as a painful reminder of how one senseless act of violence can ripple through families, communities, and entire cities. Their story, filled with love, loss, and the pursuit of justice, calls us to act, to care, and to demand change. Let us remember Angelia and Christian not only for the lives they lived, but for the legacy they leave behind. One that urges us all to build a safer and more compassionate world. What do you think about this case? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this story intriguing, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.